Been working on the race car all day, and we daydream, we think all the time. Nepotism. What is nepotism? So you see Austin Cindric in the NASCAR series win the Daytona 500, and all of a sudden I saw a couple people that are jealous of everybody on social media go, oh, that's nepotism. His dad works at Penske Racing. Dumb. Wrong way to think. So let's go way back. I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, where if you went to your buddy's house and you went in the basement, it was just all concrete. Just concrete. And then all of a sudden, you went to your other friend's house and your buddy's friend's basement was all fixed up. And that kid would say, yeah, man, my dad works at Anheuser-Busch. If you worked at Anheuser-Busch in St. Louis, Missouri, that meant you was big time. That meant you had a job. And then the next thing out of the kid's mouth was always, yeah, my dad got on because my grandpa told the people at Anheuser-Busch, hey, I got a good employee. My son, my brother. That's the way it always was. That's not nepotism. These people would go to work at Anheuser-Busch, and if they weren't doing the right thing, you know what would happen? If it wasn't going good, the grandpa or the dad, it was their job to jump on that kid because they fronted for him. They said, hire my boy, hire my son, he's good to go. So back in the day, the word nepotism wasn't never around because the grandpa and the dad, they fended for the kid. Hey, get your ass in gear. You're making us look bad. You're making the family look bad. So for some of you at the Daytona 500, Austin Cindric's dad, Tim Cindric, he's an executive at Penske. You drive me crazy because you bitch and moan about everything. That is not nepotism. That's somebody going, hey, give this kid a chance, and if you don't do good, I'll rough him up. So the reason it bothers me is because my Uncle Gary owned OK Vacuum and Janitorial Supply. Well, my dad worked there. Rusty Wallace worked there. Mike Wallace worked there. I worked there. And you know what I always heard? The boss's son, which was me. Well, let me tell you something. I got roughed up way more than the employees did because I had to set an example. Now, is there nepotism? Is there nepotism? I'm sure somewhere, somebody can go, well, they just hired a relative and they ain't worthy of the job. Stop that. You will find more that if you got a relative working there, the family's going to be on their butt harder to make sure that they get the job done. So let's slow down with this. This word's been getting too much out of hand. Slow down with the word nepotism.